Hello friends, welcome to day 3 a video of Azure Data Engineering. Okay, here like what I am going to do, I am going to select data factories and I am selecting one of the then click on Launch Studio. So mainly what we are doing here is we are going to concentrate on one of the activity called copy activity. What the requirement here is I want to copy Azure SQL database table data to the blob storage as a CSV format. This is the requirement. So to understand this easily, so here I am having a database. Okay, that is called from Azure SQL Database. So this is the thing. Okay, in the media in the here that so this is the source. Okay, and this is the blob storage. So blob storage. Okay, so the mediator, what is the mediator here? ADF factory. We are doing this ADF, right? So for this what I want to here first we need one connection, source data connection, and from here to here we need a connection. So this ADF will go to this Azure SQL database and from there it will copy the file. See, this is how we need to break down for our easiest purpose. Okay, now for that what I need to do here is click on that. Okay, here command previously I'm deleting all this so I can show you from the scratch. We need to build the data sets. Now click on data set. First what is the source? Azure SQL database, right? So here you need to click Azure SQL database, continue. So before creating the data set, it's always better to create a linked server. Okay, so so come to here. Why? Because if we are not doing this activity for now only, for now, if then it is good. If we are doing continuously, then it's a best practice to create a linked server. So Azure SQL database, click connect. Select the database server name. Uh, just wait. Select the right database. Select the authentication and just click on test connection. Create. So this is the like Azure SQL database connection. Now we need to click on new blob storage. Continue. Here we need to give this is the linked server ls underscore blob storage blob. Okay, and so this is the simple thing. Select the storage name. Okay, let's just create. Yeah, it got created. Now go to author. Come here. Here we don't require authentication. Okay, so that headache we are doing in the manage. Now click on new data set. Click on blob. Sorry, we need to create source, right? Azure SQL. Select the Azure SQL database. Click connect. Here what is the data set underscore what is that table, what is the server name? Text demo 003. Okay, so what is the table name? That database name text. Okay, so now table name, select the table name, click OK. So that is done. So this is the also done. Now we have prepared the source data set. Now we need to create destination. Select the destination blob. So what the format that you want? CSV comma separated value. Now ds underscore blob underscore like stats whatever name. Okay, So select that ls blob storage, come here, click on go to text, click OK. If you want the file name you can give the, but I don't want to give that. Click OK. This is done. I have done with the source, uh, destination, blob as well. Okay, now go to pipeline. I'm creating this all pipelines. Come here, select the new pipeline. Now what I want to copy the activity, just drag the drag and drop. Now here what I need to do here is come select that copy activity, go to sync. Here select the source. Okay, it's the table data, just preview. Okay, this is how the data will appear. Okay, and go to sync, select the destination, blob storage. Okay, and just leave it, and now click on if we get any issues, just like syntax errors. Okay, just like how we used to have parse, right? So that's how it is. Now it is done. Click debug. So we are debugging the data. Now go to this blob storage, go to text. Now within file got any generated. Now what happened, go to output. As of now it's queue only, right? Click refresh, click refresh. It got total, it got 28 26 seconds. Okay, this is input, output, and this is details. If I click the details, if I see here, from east SQL region to east SQL blob storage succeeded. So this much of data has been written to the one file, it has written it, these many rows that got, and it got one connection. So all these information will be there here only. Okay, now just done it. Okay, now come here and refresh. See, it got file got created with the table name itself. Okay, so now, but why it got txt? That is the issue. I have selected that as like CSV format, right? So but I came here as a txt. Now what, where I need to done here is I just select the activity, come here, select sync dataset, click open, and it will open this connection. Here you need to write the name. Okay, and like uh, today dot txt. Okay, just save it, come here, come to pipeline, click validate, and click debug. It got now see here, I mean, if I see here, it will take 26 seconds, right? Previously it would it take 26. Yeah, now it take 28 seconds. Okay, so now if I go here to the blob storage, click refresh, see it got created with the today CSV format. Okay, why it got selected txt? Again go here, see here, this is the extension. Here we are still selecting. Okay, now go to CS. Sorry, here also I'm selected CSV. That's my mistake. CSV. Okay, come to pipeline. it got succeeded. Now go to here, refresh. See, it got changed to CSV. Okay, but if you remember here carefully, I got two files. Okay, today CSV and today TXT. Ignore these two as of now. See, as of now, this file has run at 11:46. Okay, at this is the time I am going to take in the notepad. This is the time it got run. Okay, okay. When I do click again, debug. Okay, what will happen? This file might overwritten, so the previous data will get deleted and new data will come into picture. So let's see whether it is going to return or not. See, it got written. Now if I click refresh, see, it got previously it was 11 48, it now it was 11 11:48. Previously it was 47. Now what happened, it will if I, so there is no use, right? So every day I used to get the new data, but I at least I need previous data as well. Okay, so what I need to do here is, if I said today.txt, click edit data, here we have don't have preview, because since it is not a CSV format. If I select CSV, then we used to get the preview data. The go to date, see, preview is available. If I click preview, it will take some time because it's a very huge data. See, we got the output here. Okay, so that's the difference between the CSV and like text format from Blob. So here what my requirement now here is, we have achieved our functionality. So from Blob, from Azure SQL to the Blob Storage. Now we are enter into the new requirement that that file will get overwritten as well. Now, so now we need to add the timestamp for this copy activity. This is the second requirement. Okay, for this, go to sync. First of all, I will edit the go to parameters. I am doing this in blob storage, new connection. Here I am selecting file name. I am just selecting file name, not giving any name. Okay, I'm just leaving that empty. Go to connection. Here I'm doing that dynamic and I'm selecting this. Okay, I'm not doing, okay, just I'm selecting this. Okay, and now I'm coming to parameter. Okay, so in the parameter, in the pipeline, so in the canvas, when I select this, we get this option. When I select on the empty area, I used to get this parameter. Select the parameter, new parameter. What is the name? uh, uh, Timestamp for file name. This is the requirement. Okay, here what is the name that I want to stats. I'm just giving that name. Why? Because it's stats database, right? So I'm passing this name. So I need this, like here stat and now for the timestamp. Now, okay. So now what I need to do? Select the copy activity. Go to sync here. Here come to file name activity. Here select the dynamic content. Here you need to write the expression at the date. So I'm pasting the syntax. Okay, so you will get this thing. No, don't worry. I'm concatenating and I'm passing the file name. I'm using the separator like okay underscore format date, and I'm selecting UTC timestamp. I'm formatting that in YY, YMM, DD and seconds and the CSV format. So why I'm pasting this is very sensitive. Even one mistake, one format, if I see if I miss anything also, if I will get error. Click OK. So I have passing this expression. Now come to this thing, click validate, click OK. Okay, click on debug, click OK. So now what I am expecting is I am expecting that the file name with stats and the timestamp. So it got completed within 13 seconds. Now come here and click refresh. See, I got the timestamp with the CSV format. Now click on that, go to it. I used to get preview, and I get preview the data as well. Okay, so this is how you need to copy the data from Azure SQL database to this thing blob storage along with timestamp. So whenever I click debug again, I used to get the timestamp with another stamp. If you want to see that, click debug, click OK. So it got succeeded. Now see, we have this file name and we used to get another file with along with timestamp. Now you can decide this is the latest file. So now whatever file you required, you can work at that. But you see that one thing I need to know, one thing, come here, click open. Here I will just remove this pipe, this want to remove this data set, and I'm just going to pipeline, click validate, click OK. See how I used to get the file. So I will get with the pipeline. Pipeline ID. This thing I think pipeline ID is something I used to get with a very big name. See, this is the right. Now I can click refresh. Ah, I didn't get anything, right? So I click open. No, just I will keep that okay. So while testing that, I have removed this dataset file name. So at that time I used to get this file. Okay. So now go to pipeline and debug once again. I'm just testing all the scenarios. Okay. So it got finished, and now see I got another file. So this is how the copy activity along with the timestamp will work. So I think I have covered all the scenarios. If I will try to cover more scenarios and more tasks with that, you just do the same what I did and let me know your opinion. Thank you. Bye.